So Maybe is a great example of how we wanted to do the music in this movie. We didn't want, my whole thing I always said is no one's going to break out in song and dance in this movie. It all has to feel organic. So Maybe is a perfect example of the song that starts with the girls doing this, which all my daughters do, all the kids all do that stuff, and they're kind of providing their own background track to their song. People who are fans of the original Annie kind of take a sigh of relief and they exhale and they say, oh, okay, it's Annie, here's our Maybe, it's great. It was a very small space. It was tough for cameras. We didn't want it to feel like it was fake in any way. So all the choreography was designed around a small space, compact, what the girls could do. I wanted to establish that early on and let you know that, okay, these girls are singing while they're cleaning, as my kids do, as a lot of kids do. They are singing, but the world knows they're singing. It's not like Miss Hannigan and the other people in the world doesn't know that they're singing. So they're saying, stop singing, focus on cleaning. So I really want this musical to exist in reality.
I said no singing and dancing!
We really wanted just a girl, like we all do, walking down the street singing. At one point I thought, should I give her earphones? The entire movie was shot on location in New York City, and the good and the bad. The bad is that people stop filming all the time yelling out, Jamie Foxx, or Annie, or Cameron. When you yell action on the streets of New York City, the electricity is palpable.
I think I'm gonna like it here.
That song, believe it or not, took parts of 17 days to shoot, which is tough for anyone, but imagine you're a 10-year-old. We shot that all over the city, even though it looks like they were shot in one apartment. You're depicting basically a billionaire bachelor, and you're depicting what a 10-year-old girl would want to do, what a fairy tale is. And actually, the more we talked about it, believe it or not, it's pretty similar. At the end of that, we realized that bachelors are basically just 10-year-old girls. Bobby and Cameron rehearsed that number for many weeks with our choreographer, Zach Woodley, and they really got into it. And once they realized that they got the dance down, then they realized they had to sing at the same time. And we shot that for 2 straight nights on location with all those people in the bar. A lot of the set dressing in that club was taken from Spider-Man, because Spider-Man had just wrapped and we're the same studios. There's big gears on the walls, and those are the clocks of Spider-Man. We set up a movie premiere with what we thought girls would love to do. So we even asked the kids in the movie. We had makeup, we had bubbles, we had just anything girls would love to do that these foster kids don't get to do. At one point we had a song we were playing with called Other People, What Other People Get to Do. So that was our attempt to show what these kids never get to do that stuff, and they get to have fun at the movie premiere. I wanted her, again, to speak from her heart, but again, she's singing at there's an orchestra behind her, so it makes sense that she's singing. And we shot that all night in the Guggenheim. We closed down the Guggenheim. She must have sang that 50, 60, 70 times for 9 straight hours. Every father that has a daughter, that's the song in the movie that all the men tear up. That's the one time in the movie where people just dance. They just dance. There's no, I didn't explain it, they just dance, and the cast is there dancing, and it's just such a nice moment. Our choreographer, Zach Woodley, worked with all the actors, Jamie Rose, Bobby, Cameron, Cravinjane, to see what they were good at, what they wanted to do, and then designed it for them. So if they want to do this, he would quickly design it for them that way. So it was all in their comfort zone. When Cravinjane does that dance, that's something that she would do with her friends and stuff. So yeah, it was all designed for the actor.